I love doing that. なんだっけなんだ今 Hi everyone, nice to see you all again. The weather has been getting a lot cooler lately in Tokyo, so having to wear some layers. Sometimes even the longer layers are not enough, which is a first for me. Sometimes I forget how much the wind can make everything feel so much cooler. 風が強い. Lately, I've been doing a lot of running around, and that's not such a bad thing. A lot more recently, since I've been out of language school, I've had a lot more time to meet new people, go to new events, do different activities. So it's been really great for me, and I think it shows a lot about the season I've been. Maybe I should choose a different location. However, I do need some recharging, so I'd like to spend a little bit more time recharging and giving myself a chance to kind of catch up, breathe a little bit, and relax. So right now I'm heading to Waseda to do a little bit of editing and yeah, get back into a little bit more of a steady rhythm, which I think is going to be good for the soul. I think the thing that's a little bit difficult for me is that I really do enjoy seeing people and seeing my friends, spending time and doing new experiences. I never regret it, but I do love my own time to myself to do whatever it is that I want, and I love my bed. I mean, who doesn't? Since being in Tokyo, I have been able to find a much better balance for my own life to figure out what works best for me and what I want to do going forward, which makes me really happy. And even though it's not perfect yet, and I don't think it ever will be, it's definitely come a long way. It is only like a 10-minute walk from my house, and I basically come here every single day. Yeah, basically every other day probably, to talk to people, walk around. Usually I talk to people here to practice Japanese, or I just go for a little walk. But today I'm thinking of grabbing some dinner, and I'm uploading a video because my Wi-Fi at my share house is so slow that I have to come here, which fortunately there's a Starbucks nearby, which is really helpful because that gives me the bandwidth to be able to upload something. For reference, my share house Wi-Fi is so slow. I think there was one upload that I was gonna do that would have taken like 2 days because it's so slow. We got a little bit of dinner, a little bit of a snack, so. とっても美味しい。めっちゃ美味しい。It's really interesting when I look back at the video I made a few months ago called Why I Moved to Japan, because in that video I did give honest answers about why I decided to come here after graduating, but I feel like the answers were pretty vague and slightly overgeneralized. One of the main reasons I did actually come here was to give myself sort of this runway to become a content creator. And so I'm curious how I title this video. I assume it'll just be becoming a content creator in Tokyo. it is kind of interesting to me because I think I kind of associate the idea of content creation with proven success. But, I think right now I am definitely in the stages of becoming more established myself. Something fell. I think something I really enjoy about content and something that's really core to how I think is the idea that it's such a long game of consistency and compounding. And I guess the most similar thing I can think about is like investing, except you're investing in yourself, which is something I really love about it. I think in the same way that stocks kind of are volatile in the short term, but over a long enough period will end up being positive, is kind of like how I think about creating content. This really interesting intersection of creativity, but also business and entrepreneurial mindset that you might have with it. So for me personally, I don't really consider myself like a filmmaker or anything, though I do or have made films. And that's what I was known for a while. Like in college, I was like a camera guy. I don't think that's all that I want to be at all, but I do think it's a part of what I do for sure. And on the other hand too, I don't just see myself as a finance bro. I don't just talk about stocks. I'm not like watching Wolf of Wall Street trying to make $1 million a year as an investment banker. But for me, I do find the crossroads of both being content creation.